Hey everybody, Rosematter here, and welcome to my reaction and discussion for episode 4 of Arcane. Last week's episode was so good, so emotional. Oh my gosh, so much happened. Learning about the connection between Silco and Vander, where they were, had a very close relationship. Both of them wanting to kind of I guess, accomplish the goal of trying to rise up from the bottom to the top, but then they had a differing methods about how they think they should go about it. Everybody's saying that Vander has softened. The people and the what does he call it? The lanes? Like, is that the name of the kind of the slums? And I guess Silco also, wanting to accomplish his means through more violent ways, whereas Vander didn't quite want to do that, and it led to a part where at one point they got into a very bad altercation where Vander almost killed Silco. So you can see why Silco has a little bit of an issue with Vander. And now we know what the use for that serum he was creating. He wants to create monsters in order to take over the top side and gain respect. This is all for respect. It's about them trying to go from the bottom to the top. And the whole thing about him, like a monster isn't all of us, is more literal than he was talking about. Of course, the big thing is that Vander got kidnapped. What was the guy's name who runs the shop? He got killed. Vander kidnapped by Silco, and Vi, seeing it all, she, sets out to rescue Vander and telling Powder to stay behind because it's too dangerous. Powder, seeing this, is just once again people thinking that she can't be useful, she can't do anything. So, unfortunately, she decides to go and help out, and by doing that, she just makes everything infinitely worse. TLDR, Vander, Milo, and Clagger were killed by the explosion that Powder set off. Somehow, almost all the bad guys survived. Vi managed to survive, understandably upset with Powder for not listening and causing the deaths of their family, essentially. Powder feels like once again she has been abandoned by the person closest to her in her life, and Silco jumps right in and takes Powder in. So now we can see, I knew eventually Silco and Powder were going to come together, I just didn't know how. Could not have expected that. And it was just such a well done episode, so emotional. So now I guess we're going to see the transformation from Powder to Jinx, and I'm really excited to see that. So let's go ahead, let's jump into this episode, and of course I'll give you guys my thoughts afterwards. Oh yeah, I also forgot to talk about the whole thing with Jace and Victor managing to make the magic work, and the leader of the council is basically on board with it. That definitely wasn't, to me, the most interesting that happened the last episode. I wonder what's going to happen with Jace. I see, I don't know who that character is. I'm guessing you need to know more about the lore to understand. You get a little bit of insight into it, but not too much. It's nice to see Jace be, redeemed, but why do I have a feeling he's going to go down a bad path? Okay, so we see the aftermath of this. I wonder how much time has passed. He looks a little bit older. He's dressed differently. I feel like Hex Tech is going to be used for bad things. That is a very cool world. When you see the top part, it's all grand and stuff. It looks very nice and futuristic. And then you see the not so good part. Now, I like Jace's character, what little I know of him. I'm sure the magic, I mean, it literally is called Arcane, so I have to assume that this will play a big part in it, is this use of magic now being uh, I'm so sorry. I just got a call. I completely forgot what I was saying. Was I talking about like how magic is going to be like play a big part in this? But I want to know what happened afterwards with Vi and with Powder and Silco. That's the story I care about. Now I'm trying to. I was gonna say I don't know if I was like I don't think they've changed it. I like every time I catch something different. And who's that dude? And who's that girl? So that's Jinx, obviously. The guy before I think is Jace, right? Because the hammer, because his family was they like make hammers and tools and stuff like that. I'm like the first couple of people, I'm not quite sure. I guess we have to assume, with it being such a short series, those characters that they show are people we've already been introduced to. So there's Chase, Jinx, people who are still alive, Vi. Oh, look at him. He is just like, yeah, he. Oh, of course, now they all love him. Oh, of course, look at they're back again being like, "Oh yeah, we were on his side the whole time." Ugh. I'm glad he just kind of shoved them off. Oh, that's the daughter. Oh, Caitlin. Yeah. I was trying to remember her name last time. I'm surprised, a girl of high standing like that having a job. But she probably just wants to branch off on her own. What little I know of those two, it's cute. They seem like good friends. And I like Caitlyn. I like the fact that she is like a rich girl, but she doesn't act like a stereotypical one. She kind of like always was. She's like she said, she's a little bit of a misfit. She wants to have her own job, get away from her parents, probably, do something that she feels matters. Okay, that was the dude. I think that was one of the. Well, I say dude, it could be a girl for all I know. Person with a weird mask. That was one of the people I was trying to figure out. Like, who is that in the opening cutscene, or like the opening? I just forgot what to call them. Oh yeah, that's one of the dudes of Silco's. Oh. Oh, well. Here I was thinking it was going to be a little bit of a slow episode. Firelights, okay. Oh. I thought those were people. Hold up. Okay, at first I thought those were their people, but no. Oh, that looks like that's Jinx. That's Jinx, isn't it? A monkey? Come on, we get to see growing up. Jinx. Yes. So we got. Do we have a time jump right now? Because I'm like. I mean, they're scared of her. So I just like. I find it hard to believe that they're scared of just like a little girl. Oh, well, She's got the long hair. She looks like she's full on Jinx now. I mean, based on the whole thing with like Jace and everything, uh, Caitlyn certainly looks older. There's been a time jump. Boom. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It's crazy to think that that's even the same person. If it wasn't for the blue hair and, the fact that I know, what she becomes, I would not think that they're the same person. Especially because she used to not be able to fight at all. She's all grown up. Now the thing is how much time has passed at this point. Because like I don't know how old Powder was. Oh, Vi! Oh wow. Oh shit. Oh. Oh. I wasn't expecting this so I wasn't expecting this meetup so soon. I thought there was going to be some build up to it. Damn. Woo! Wow, this escalated. Holy cow. Okay, okay, okay. Alright, so Vi's part of the Firelights, and Jinx is working with Silco's group, and they're obviously at odds with each other. But Vi obviously didn't know. I assume didn't know that Jinx was part of it. And this is her just. She's just having a. She's having a moment right now. She's just. Like I said, I don't know too much about Jinx, except I assume that they probably didn't give. I don't know if they gave her this much of like, nuance in in the game. But there it's like they show kind of like the effects of all of the stuff she had to deal with. I don't know if they maybe delved into her backstory in the game, but there it's like you can see when she had kind of like that moment, the flashbacks, even when she's like having that violent outburst, like she seems almost like she's not in control of herself. Hmm. Oh, he's so cute. Oh. It's nice. He looks so sure of himself now. But it's interesting what he said about how, like, we've done what they've told us to do. I want to do what I want to do. Maybe I'll turn into a mad scientist. It's nice to see that they're still, like, working together. Oh! Maybe. It was good till the last bit. Now, this is where they might break away, do it themselves, and it might not go well. Oh, whatever, dude. He was the one who took the bribe. I like how it seems to be like a pretty high tech society, yet still using Polaroids essentially. I wonder if Jinx is gonna screw it up again, except for the people she's working with now. By, like graffitiing things with her, you know. Oh, Marcus. Oh, wow. He looks very different. Oh, sheriff now. I wonder if Marcus, because he had that kind of deal going on with Silco, if he's intentionally going to protect him. Alright, this is cool. So now we see what it looks like now. Quite different. Is this still the underground, or is this just a seedier part? I feel like this doesn't quite go with the motif of like the top side. This is what happened after Vander died, huh? It looks very different. Now, I was wondering about how much time has passed because I can't quite get an idea how old Jinx is now. Oh man, so like Jinx is not popular here either. Although Silco seems to like her well enough. And I'm probably Jinx appreciates that. Someone who actually tells her, like, hey, you're not a problem, and actually you are useful, and I trust you. Aw. And Silco knows exactly who that is. Okay. What? Okay. Yeah, she definitely gives off the vibes of a teenager. I don't know, I peg her at like 15, 16 maybe. I don't know how old Powder was when all this happens. I would say Powder maybe about like 8 or 9. Vi looked a little bit older, but definitely not the change between Powder and Jinx for many reasons. I was gonna say, does she kind of giving her a look, him a look there. I'm like, I'd give the same. He's looking good. Looks very dapper. Oh. Whoa. Oh, wow. We really see it here. Oh, that's... Oh, creepy. She's got like a Clagger and Milo dolls. I hope the one on the couch is a doll. So it shows she still thinks about them and feels the guilt. Oh. He's not looking so... Oh, yeah, he's sick. I wonder when they said something about... What's his name? Humpledinger or whatever? When he said a decade, he's like, I'm not going to survive to see that. Ah. I wonder, because it's like he's sickly and then Jace is just looking all nice and golden boy. He's kind of left behind. I wonder if he feels any sort of like, I don't know, animosity or anything like that. He's just in the shadows. I mean, Jace is the one who's got his name on everything, his face on everything. Why do I have a feeling they're going to have a falling out at some point? Like maybe jealousy, if it's not already kind of rotting, if it will. Well, I was gonna say he doesn't look. He looks proud. He doesn't look upset with Jace. Maybe he's kind of happy. Actually, Jace is the one who's like the face of it. Oh, what's this? Is he going off script? Oh, maybe this is where maybe he's gonna get upset that Jace is like, what's going on here? Oh, because, yeah, Victor wanted to show it right away because he's like, he's gonna die. There's a thing that's the woman said about, like, it's basically being commercialized. I mean, that's kind of what he wanted, isn't it? Like, he wants everybody to be able to use it, but something that she said, oh, oh, hmm. So he's making some enemies here. Victor's not going to be happy with that. That woman's not happy. Oh, That's kind of fucked up. She's just gonna, what, kill some random police? Well, enforcers, right? I guess, you know, she has a beef with them. She's like, get out, let's stare at it. Well, I mean, they would have had no time to get out, but still. Now, the thing is, I don't know, is Caitlyn, is she an enforcer or is she just like one of the city guards? Is that different? So she just did that for funsies? I mean, Jinx is not in her right mind. Ah, okay. Ah, so she did have. Gotcha. Powder just can't stop stealing from Jace. Is he still working on that toy that I was given like 5 years ago? Well, this went very different from the last time he was, before the council. Oh my god! Get jinxed! This is how I first learned about her. I watched this over and over and over when her character trailer came out. I love this song. I might have to download it again. She's like, yeah. She just can't stop. Oh, so he didn't even tell her to do that. She did that herself. And very different from the last time she blew up a building and killed a bunch of people. Very different reaction. Yeah, that's creepy as fuck. It's so sad. It's just all coming from her just wanting to be of use to her father figure. Oh, damn. She's swole. I'm liking Caitlyn more and more. Became part of the council, yeah. Oh, what? Oh, shit. Oh, that's not foreboding at all. Oh, did he get poisoned? Or oh, okay. Oh, ooh. Guessing they were afraid he was gonna talk. Okay, so he's not dead. Oh, Vi. Okay, never mind. Never mind. It was Vi. She got revenge because she recognized him as one of the guys that was working with Silco. Oh, amazing. Now I see the resemblance. I see the resemblance there between Jinx and Vi. I couldn't really see it before. All right, that's pretty cool. Okay. Interesting, interesting. It's all coming together. All the characters are starting to kind of like interconnect with each other. All right, well, definitely not as emotional an episode as last week's. This was still really good. I like that they did the time jump. I was assuming that was going to happen at some point because we know that the characters have to be older. Uh, I was kind of hoping there would be more of like to show the progression from Powder to Jinx rather than just be like, boom, okay, here she is. She's Jinx and she's kind of kooky, and also she doesn't care about killing people, which is pretty wild considering that the last episode she was, having an absolute breakdown. Granted, yes, the people that she killed were people that she was close to, but just to see the difference in her mannerisms, just the fact that she's older, she just looks so different. How it's just, I wouldn't even believe they're the same person. So I imagine for people who are actually like know the lore of League of Legends, it's probably even crazier. Like, I imagine you probably don't get too much of a backstory. Sorry, I seem to be getting all the phone calls while I'm trying to record this one episode. What was I saying? So yeah, just to see like just how different she is, I would have. I don't know. I know they've got limited time, but I feel like I would have liked to see her growing up and becoming that. But obviously, she has found a father figure in Silco. He seems to actually, I don't know about like loving her or whether he's using her just as a tool, but he does seem to have some affection for her and trust her, unlike everybody else when she was a kid, where Vi did, have some faith in her and knew that Powder did have, some like skills, but for Silco to, defend her with some of the underlings, like saying about how she screws stuff up, and he actually defends her, that must mean a lot to her, and I can see why she is so devoted to him. But yeah, just the thing at the end with like her just blowing up this building and maiming or outright killing a bunch of enforcers without, and making jokes about it and being kind of proud about that. Like she still feels she's still that little kid that she's just trying to please the people that she considers family, and she just wants to be useful. She just wants to help them out. And have that be twisted. Just crazy to think if things had gone differently and she had been able to stay with Vander and the kids and with Vi, like how different that would have gone. And then speaking of Vi, seeing her grown up as well. We got to see very little of her. But that was a pretty cool moment with her and Jinx. But that was so, like, it was so soon. I wasn't expecting that. I thought there was going to be this build-up and then they were going to be, like, fighting each other, like, towards the end, not episode 4. So yeah, it feels like it was a little bit of a slow start with Arcane, and now it's just zip, zip, zip. And then we're also getting, like, more into Caitlyn's character, and I have to say, like, at first she was just like, okay, kind of a little background character. She's friends with Jace, but now she's really coming into her own, and I think she's probably going to end up being one of my favorite characters based on this episode. And then Jace being the golden boy, years later, but he's having some reservations about, like, what his inventions are doing and what they could be capable of, and it seems like it's going to cause some friction with Victor and also with is her name Mel, whatever the council leader, whatever her name is. She seems to like have faith in him. I mean, she does still have faith in him because she made him a counselor, but I'm wondering if she's doing that to kind of like keep him close and maybe, I don't know, trying to manipulate him. But it's interesting to see, like, with Jinx taking one of those little, what was it called? The Hexsphere gems or something? Like, Silco is going to be using that somehow. So there's going to be, like, you've got the sides, you've got Caitlyn working as an enforcer, you've got Vi, who is a firelight, I believe. So they're kind of like their own little group. Very cool looking, very steampunk. That's what I'm, very cool. And then you've got like Silco's group, they're all kind of facing off against each other. So it seems like Caitlyn and Vi, maybe they'll be working together. That's going to be, I just realized, because I'm like, Caitlyn took the pictures. She's going after Jinx, and Vi, obviously, is her sister, so even though, like, they're on opposite sides now, Vi is still going to have some loyalty to Jinx, and then Jinx, like, deep down, I think, still loves Vi, and she was even in denial about the girl being like, that's not her, that's not my sister. The whole thing about, like, my sister's dead. So you can really see Jinx, like, her mind, and I didn't know much about Jinx other than, like, that character trailer for when she was first announced, and you could tell she was like, a little crazy, but you really see it here, and I like the way that they kind of show it. It's just, man, the art style is so cool. I didn't even talk about the art the whole time, but it's just like, I love, like, when she was just having those moments where she's just here and there, and it's just, I really like this. So, we're just kind of moving along here. So, I'm excited to see, like, Vi is going to be working with Caitlyn to take down her sister. What's going on with that? How is Silco going to be using that, the gem? And, I imagine there's going to be, like, a big showdown between Jinx and Vi and what's going to happen there. So another great episode. Didn't like it as much as last week's episode, but still very good. I'm glad that we're kind of like in the present time. We've moved things along, and we're going to see what happens with all of these guys. So I hope you guys did enjoy this reaction discussion. If there's anything I missed, as long as it doesn't spoil anything, feel free to leave those down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to catch you for my next react, which is, of course, episode 5 next week. Until then, bye guys. Special shoutouts to my top tier patrons: Revealing Storm, Asborn Kennedy, Harry Gazif, iCognito, Jared Fan, Poxy, Joel Oostman, and Zoran Ether.